I wonder, I just bet we should have turned left at Albuquerque. And then maybe a right turn at La Jolla. Well, we can't be too far off. So if we, It's mine, you understand? Mine! All mine! Get back in there! Down, down, down! Go, go, go! Mine, mine, mine!
I must go into that cave before the police. There's another cave behind there.
Situated in west central Kentucky, is not just the largest cave system in America, but the largest cave system in the world, Mammoth Cave National Park. The official length of Mammoth Cave is 420 miles, nearly the distance from New York City to Cleveland, Ohio. But this is not the total length of the cave. That's because the official length is only what has been discovered so far to date. Each year, several more miles are added to the length of the cave, and the National Park Service estimates that there is potentially up to an additional 600 miles of the cave system yet undiscovered. If true, this would bring the entire cave system length to well over 1,000 miles, or nearly the distance from New York City to Kansas City, Kansas. Karen and I visited Mammoth Cave last year in July of 2021, just as many of the COVID-19 restrictions were being lifted. And in fact, our timing was perfect, which is unusual for us, as the day that we visited the cave was the very first day it was opened for guided tours, after having been closed for nearly a year. Park employees were still required to wear masks, but for visitors it was optional. The camera systems we used to shoot both video and pictures was pretty nominal, consisting of just a GoPro Hero 7 and an iPhone 10, so we apologize for the video quality that we took inside of a darkened cave, but we did the best we could. If you've never been in cave systems before and are only familiar with caves in which you've seen on television and in Hollywood movies, Mammoth Cave will not be what you expected. Formed millions of years ago by a vast underground flowing river system, Mammoth Cave is considered a dry cave, so you will not see the pointed stalactite or stalagmite rock formations that are formed by dripping waters over centuries. Instead, Mammoth Cave reminded Karen and I of a vast cathedral with smooth floors and ceilings. Some of these rooms were so enormous that we estimated well over 1,000 people could be inside the room and still have space to spare. There are also no bats in the cave, as park rangers have said that man's encroachment into the caves well over a century ago in effect scared all the bats away. Although there is a cave elevator to use for both handicapped and wheelchair-bound citizens, as of this video, which is being made in September of 2022, the elevator was not functioning due to mechanical problems, so please visit the National Park Service website for any updates. So follow us along at Blue Line RV Adventures as we visit the largest cave system in the world. And no, we found no hidden treasures or humanoid cannibals running around in the shadows.
Hi, we're in Mammoth Cave National Park in Cave City, Kentucky, and today we're going to be taking one of many tours that are available to view the cave. So we are taking the historic modified tour. It's supposed to be a moderate hike. It's going to last 2 hours. It shows the caves, a portion of the caves here in Mammoth Cave National Park. Now I know that there are several cave installations, some on private property, some on public property, that are sprinkled throughout this whole area. So while we are not very familiar with the cave system or the cave trail here in Kentucky, we are excited to be here at Mammoth Cave National Park.
You know, you've done your research on this. My only question to you is, have you seen the movie The Descent?
We're not going down, we're just going through.
It's like scary monsters in it. Okay.
I'm pretty sure they'd be getting everybody else but us.
All right, follow us along as we go on our tour of Mammoth Cave. Oh yeah, air coming up.
The bats, yeah. So there were thousands, if not millions of bats in this room, the next few rooms. They've been hibernating here for thousands of years. So what do all animals leave behind? Their droppings, their guano, right? That bat guano enriched the cave dirt, which is ancient river sediment, enriched it with nitrates. And those early explorers knew that these nitrates were very valuable to them on the western frontier. They could extract them through a water leaching process to produce saltpeter. Anyone know what saltpeter is used for? Gunpowder, kaboom, it makes things explode, right? So very important on the frontier for hunting.
Oh my gosh.
So the historic tour is probably our most famous and most popular tour. 2 miles, 2 hours, 540 stairs, including a trip through a small passage we call Fat Man's Misery and Tall Man's Agony, where you have to turn sideways and get down really low through there.
Right.
Indeed. And then a fire tower underground where we come up a spiral staircase, 155 stairs to get from the bottom of the cave back up to the top level there.
Wow, that's really amazing. And then this is the longest cave or
Longest cave in the world.
Longest
That's
cave
right.
in the world.
The whole world. So
The whole world. I thought it was North America. I just misheard.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So 412 miles so far. Some experts say that could just be half of it. Could be double, even longer when it's all
Wow.
said and done.
Ranger Kelly, how long have you been here?
This is my 4th year now.
Wow, if I were you, I'd love it here. This is very, very nice.
We do.
I was
We're
gonna
cave people now.
Yeah,
Once
I
we
was
start
gonna-
doing this.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well-
who needs a Stairmaster, right?
Right? Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. You're an excellent tour. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We really enjoyed it.
Yep.
Come see us again.
You bet. Hey, I don't know how many times since we've been full-time RVing that I have said the words, "That is so neat. That's so cool." That was awesome. I've never been in the cave other than some lava tubes in Hawaii. It's hard to describe.
Well, yes, so we had no idea what to expect with the Mammoth Cave area.
We didn't know a lot
Mammoth
about it,
Cave
yeah.
National Park. We didn't really understand the vastness of it or what it had to offer. So this was sort of a whim on our part to come and tour. And gosh, we're so glad we did.
Oh yeah.
The cave tour, we went on the modified historic tour, and it was 2 hours, 2 miles.
Yep.
It encompassed a boatload of stairs. So if you are physically challenged of any kind,
Yeah.
this is not
for you.
not the tour for you. But
Even if you're really super overweight, like 250 plus pounds, it would be hard to get squeezed to that one place called Fat Man's Misery. It would be pretty difficult, I think.
yeah,
but,
you have to be somewhat fit.
Yeah.
Not that we are at any means, but I would have to say that we really we fit. You're bent.
Yeah.
But anyway, not to belabor the fact, but it was such a neat tour. So there were, I believe, the first explorers of the cave, modern explorers of the cave, and modern by I mean like 18 or very early 1800s.
Yeah.
And we'll give all that information to you when we're not so tired.
Right, and get your breath.
That they unearthed, wooden bowls and pottery and baskets and serving tools that that predated them.
Right.
So that's pretty amazing. It has to be a system of caves that has been known to indigenous peoples of this area for thousands of years.
Right, that's what they said. The other thing I want, before I forget though, is that if you're going to go and you want to take some pictures, they don't allow any flash lighting inside the cave itself. But Karen has got an iPhone 12, and her pictures came out, even video came out so much better in low light conditions than my iPhone 10, which clearly means I've got to upgrade. But yeah, if you're going to come in here and you have an iPhone 12, that's really what you want to take for the photographs. They're really outstanding.
Yeah, we were, I was pretty amazed at the clarity of the phone itself. So, as you know, we use both our iPhones and the GoPro for our main sources of photography.
Yep.
But now we're on a short hike that you can access to at the exit of your tour.
Yeah.
It's about half a mile. And we're just going to see where it takes us.
Yeah, we're going to come down here and we're going to keep filming, and we'll see what else we've got to show you. Karen and I really hope you enjoyed this video on Mammoth Cave National Park located in Kentucky. This was really an extraordinary park, and we would highly recommend that if you're in the Kentucky area and you've got just a few days to go visit this national park. You will not be disappointed. So if you like this video or any of our previous videos, don't forget to hit like and subscribe on Blue Line RV Adventures. Remember, we got your six.